Welcome, welcome. It's a Wild Hunt Wednesday. We're going to be rocking monsters today. I promised Chairman Wu that I would be trying out Redea and Shoop. He wanted me to do them both in the same deck all the time, but I didn't want to do that for this deck. We'll do that for a future one. Probably Nilfgaard if we're being honest. And just for the Assimilate procs. But Redea here is pretty boss, getting you Urn of Shadows. And then we're going to be using Urn of Shadows onto a bunch of different units. Note that it used to just be bronze units, and now it's Death Wish of unallied unit. So that's fun. And then we've got Plague Maiden, She-Troll, with the Bargus, our Scenario, Barbagazi. So all of those are good options. I did have in here, I must have accidentally trimmed it out, but I did have in here our trigger all death wishes from Ritual Sacrifice. Ritual Sacrifice is a little bit slow, so we'll see how we feel after the end of this one, and then we can reposition ourselves. So I think you want to set up the consumes and get down a couple of consumes at the same time you use She-Troll Vergen, and then use Plague Maiden, Glusty Warp, and She-Troll as just massive value for one round, Haunt for another, and then Redea Death Wish to get really good value on Harrot Fiends, Foglets, Bridge Troll, and Drega Eggs. Fiends will boost up all these Death Wish units, and then Night Wraith as well. So here goes. Don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to give it a try. First things first, though, we got to change to a cool new avatar. And I'm feeling like using some Shoop. Still need to get Gascon. They did totally upgrade his model, I guess, but his knife still looks like the fattest piece of steel you could ever work into a knife-shaped object. I don't think it can be called a knife if it can't cut anything. Where is Shoop? Get in here, Shoop. Here we go. Getting ready for Halloween, you know? Gotta get in there. I don't know. Something else I was gonna say, but... Oh, and then Redea gets you Urn of Shadows. I think I said that before, but so you get like multiple Death Wish triggers onto like Maruna. So if you're up against Northern Realms, which nobody is playing, but if you are, then you can steal over 2 units in one go, which is fun. Not a great matchup against Nilfgaard, I don't think, though. Let's try to get as many Death Wish cards in hand. We don't really have a bronze Death Wish here, so I don't really need to keep a Baya. I was actually going to say I'd really like to have Haunt here. Not enough Death Wish cards. You have like 1, 2, that's it. So let's get rid of him. And we do want a bronze Death Wish just to trigger Dodolock here. I think this works. Let's get rid of Barbagazi. Okay, cool. Even better. Lots of 1-point spawns should be nice. I love the like Phoenix avatar. It's so cool looking. Alright, now for the real toxic play here. What you want to do is just set up your Redea. And have double Urn of Shadows. And then your Imperial Manticore gets not 1, not 2, but 3 destroys. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. So we might actually want to hold on to Haunt here. Dodolock did get a little buff a couple of seasons ago where you're now moving the highest unit, which is Goliath. I understand the urge to just not do anything. But you should probably do something. Let's just get these down. Just kind of a warm body, if we're being honest at this point. Again, we can go till 3 cards. Guess what, these you could now totally do like the Rat Swarm deck all over again. It takes a little bit of work, but you can do it. This is a terrible choice. Such fun! Come on, man. That's a wholly foreseeable experience there. Alright. Exactly what we wanted. 9 versus 10 is better than 4 versus 5. So I probably would have kept playing if I was the opponent there, but... Alright, we had Golga top decked. Nothing here I care to trash for the opponent. Marilorn could like trigger the Night Wraiths, but not really what I want here. Let's see if we can dig and get Maruna or Plague Maiden. No such luck, but that's okay. We have 1, 2 Death Wish units. And we can get a Succubus out of Doldulok if you're really pressed. Which, to be fair, we kind of are here. Okay, well, in that case. So, problem with Succubus Death Wish. At the end of your turn, if there's another Succubus in your graveyard, summon itself from your graveyard to a random row and gain Doomed. There's not another one in the graveyard, so it kind of creates issues. Get down Slizzard and then just bleed the opponent here. Let's get down Doldulok. And I think we want to go for Puka here. We're just getting down Doldulok because it has resilience. We'll be able to use those drones to some good effect here. We're just trying to force out Sunset Wanderers. That's really it's no more interesting nor complicated than that. Karen does have to target 3 units, which is a little annoying.
Never get my rhymes out of your heads.
Baya's not getting as much value in terms of the deploy, but the Thrive is. Although Werecat looks pretty nice here, so we'll go for Werecat first. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. Let's hear. Yeah, I think we'll just go for a Baya here. Again, just playing for time a little bit. We do get 1 Thrive on the Werecat. Sunset Wanderers, you can't yield up first round so early. Ooh, Dodric is an interesting way around that problem. But let's force out something good, shall we? 1, 2, 3 looks pretty nice here. Nice. Looks like the opponent was going for hyper thin. Right now our biggest card is Plague Maiden. So we probably should have done this earlier. Oh well. It's a weird choice. Oh, bad choices here. I really should have triggered that Doldu lock. This is what it is. That Dodric coming in clutch for the opponent. There we go. It's exactly what we wanted. Hyper thin doesn't work anymore with Goliath. We got them to thin all the way down. So if they have Yen, which I assume they do, maybe they have Invo, but I doubt it. I mean, we get nominal value off of that. It's more than 0 points. This might be enough. Looks like we got the V for victory, though. Goliath coming in clutch. So another option you can do here is actually just go for the Death Wish. Double Death Wish earns onto Goliath as well. So if that's kind of how you want to play it, that's also an option. Let's jump into one more. I wonder what the unit was that they were trying to save over Sunset Wanderers there.
I forgive you. This time.
I don't really care about Squirrel against this matchup. I only care about Hope and Humanity. That's about it. Rotfiend is fairly good when you have the triggers. We don't really have them right now. I have to save Redea.
Actually, your eyes.
Oh, such fun. Such fun. What are we to do with such fun options? We don't want the fog on range, so. Should have been a nominal thrive trigger onto a later version of Werecat, but I'm probably looking to get out of this round pretty quickly. This is a lot of commitment from the opponent. I don't think you want any of those. Just gonna guess. Alright, we can go for Harpy Egg. And then just use Karen to get a bunch of points here.
I am dead. Quite literally.
I'd like to have a third unit. Probably Werecat here. This is the round with all the swarms, so we'll go for it. Boom. I mean, that's a lot of play and a lot of provisions to get the loss. Everybody gets to make choices. Alright, looking for Glusty, Haunt, Plague Maiden, any and all of the above. There's Plague Maiden. Let's see if we can get Glusty in here. Booyah. It's all you could ever dream of and more. Okay. Now, sequencing on this is a little awkward. But you basically can get the consumes onto the Plague Maiden twice. Just takes a little bit of work.
Only 2 targets. Pity I brewed enough toxin for 20.
The Chimera onto the Plague Maiden's rats is actually pretty juicy too. Let's do this. We'll do eggs, Barbagazi, then She Troll go to 6. She'll get locked almost certainly. But we can consume the Redea as well here. Barbagazi might take the lock though. And the opponent might want to hold the last one. Which would be unfortunate if Barbagazi took the lock because we wouldn't get the boost onto She Troll, but She Troll has a much higher point ceiling. I half expected the lock onto the Endrega. It's fine, not my preference, but it works. Opponent's got to start putting up points at some time. I had to recorrect my language there. I didn't want to say it has to put up points at some point. Son just got home with my wife and they're screaming, "Daddy?" I don't know what the opponent's trying to replay here, but go for it, I guess. Kind of out of room, which is a little unfortunate. Let's do this. So we can just clear up a little bit of room here. She-Troll takes the lock. We're a little screwed here. But it won't be the end of the world. Just a bit unfortunate. Top deck loses some value here. Redea with the extra lock is nice. But the opponent doesn't have the synergy to use it. So I gotta commit the lock here. Which we did anticipate. So the nice thing about this is Glusty solves some of the problem of having too much. I think we probably want Night Wraith gone. Gotta love Nilfgaard. Alright, so we have a couple options that we can do here. I think we're gonna go for Chimera though. Just a decent amount of value. My hope here is that at least whatever either one of these two cards is yeah, something that they would have gotten enough value out of that they regret having played. But that was the Glusty losing out there to Yenvo is a big deal. Bit of a bummer. We really need Haunt here to really stay in this. Oh, we got this top decked, but we did. So there we are. Alright, well, Golgot works. Nice thing here is if they kill the bridge troll, it'll boost one of these. Well, I mean, they just played a Joachim, so that solves that problem. But it'll boost one of the drones, worst case scenario. Gotta scroll all the way down to see him. And then the Marilorn will boost him.
You will not regret this, good sir.
Extroversion, maybe for the...
A fine vintage.
just a mage. Maybe Brothans? So here that top decked Imperial Manticore or Slizzard, who knows which one?
Two bad signs. It is better to be on the winning one.
Interesting steel. They didn't keep the Glusty, which I think is a little weird. Yeah, we missed this by a country mile. Just don't understand how you can feel like our Todd at 12 for 4 plus the Assimilate engine is a good balanced card. I don't understand that. He's very clearly the best card in Nilfgaard right now, far and away. Proccing the spying onto a really good card of your opponents is not a difficult task. Anyway, pretty fun deck though. You can do some cool stuff with Rodea, getting that extra provision, but not enough of a buff to make a big difference against some of the most meta decks, I don't think. But it is good enough that you can get some good play, have some fun, and enjoy Gwent. It's just something that we all should be doing a little bit more. Till next time though, friends, good luck on the path. Get out there, keep on Gwenting. Bye for now.